along with James Pugliese. Now, I read where in high school you were actually closing. Yeah, well, and you are pretty close to home on this road trip. I know you've been going back there, growing up in Jersey in the Trenton area. Who
Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
They were in the midst of a moment of silence as we hit the air tonight. It is Salute to Veterans Day here at Somerset as we welcome you to York Revolution Baseball. Today is game number 101 as the Revs look to win both games that actually get completed here at Somerset this weekend. We welcome you here on a cooler and cloudy day here in central Jersey, but we are getting set to get started on time. The only rain was earlier today during the morning time and should be good as the Revs come in here looking to win their third straight, and both on this visit this weekend with the exception of the rain-suspended game from Friday night that will be resumed in September. Last night, a 91-minute rain delay did not deter the Revs, who came out hot and grabbed an early lead in the top of the first inning. Throw the pitch, breaking ball, line, fair down the left field line. And Polo's got the arm waving. It rolls over the bullpen mound. Casillas at third. It's still in the corner. He's coming home. Relay is late. He beats it standing, scoring from first base. RBI double for Melky Mesa. He hooks it down the line in left. And the Revs have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning tonight. Nash will go from first. Pitch is grounded right side, base hit through the hole. 2-0. And Mesa in to score, and the Revs have put up a couple here in the top of the first tonight. Jared Mitchell works the at-bat, works it full, and rips one on the ground and through the right side of the infield. And that came in support of Carl Bryce, who made his third start with the Revs last night, took a shutout into the fifth, gave up only one run in his 4+ innings of work. James Pugliese got the win in relief, starting an excellent outing from the Revs bullpen last night. He'll be our pregame guest coming up here in just a couple of moments, and he got his 6 outs over 2 innings on just 11 pitches last night. Patriots got 1 run off Click, but he retired the other 3, allowing just a solo homer in the 7th inning. Gomez stranded the tying run in the 8th. And in the 9th, the Revs with an insurance run. Alonzo Harris set it up with a bunt base hit and worked his way to third for Talvin Nash. And the 3-2, swinging a high fly, shallow right center though. Zoe will tag, trap under it in right. Zoe's going to try it, and the throw is way off, and it gets away. 4-2 York. Mesa goes to third, and Nash gets a sac fly, thanks to the wheels of one Alonzo Harris. And it's a 4-2 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. And with Zoe at third, it does not have to be hit deep. Now then it was Junior Rincon closing it out in the bottom of the ninth innings, stranding two as the Revs nailed down a 4-2 victory. And Rincon the pitch, fastball, he hits it in the air, shallow center. Harris coming in, he's under it, waits, squeezes, game over. And the Revs win 4-2 in the first completed game of this visit to Somerset. It's a combined 4-hitter from 5 different Revs pitchers tonight. It ends at 10 minutes shy of midnight. And the 91-minute wait at the beginning was worth it. So the Revs today trying to make it a clean sweep of the portion of this series that they'll be able to finish as Mitch Atkins gets the start. He is 10-4, tied for the league lead in wins, 3.72 ERA. Right-hander Steven Paraxlis goes for Somerset. He has been dealing with some blister issues, and they are not totally sure how long he'll be able to go today, but he will make the start for the Patriots. Coming up on our pregame, we'll have part 1 of an interview with James Pugliese, who got the win last night, as we mentioned. We'll hear from Mace here shortly as well. First pitch today set for 5:05 here in Jersey on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Back here at Somerset, pregame continues. The Revs and the Patriots tonight, and James Pugliese, who got the win yesterday and Thursday, the previous time that the Revs actually finished a game that they started. He is our pregame guest. And James, congratulations on the 2 wins this week. And last night, was that like the quickest 6 outs that you can ever remember getting?
Yeah, I've actually never done that before. I think it was 11 pitches and 10 strikes, but yeah, they were quick. I mean, they were a very aggressive team, and I was lucky enough to just be able to locate my cutter away, and I got 2 or 3 ground balls in that second inning very quick within 2 pitches each. So yeah, that was my quickest 2 innings for sure ever. So
now, is that something that, like, do you know they're an aggressive team from what Fletch tells you or from what you're observing in the dugout or in the bullpen?
Yeah, so I've heard that they're a very small ball team, and this is, I think, the 2nd or 3rd time I've seen them in a series. So I was aware of their hitters and who's on this team and how they play. And I did see the wind is blowing out to left most of the time. So I'm just trying to keep the ball down and knowing that I could just try to get that ground ball out, and just being able to throw strikes with all my pitches really helped.
You've been a really good member of this bullpen, and having been in York now for, I guess, maybe a little over 2 months at this point. How have you enjoyed the experience here?
Yeah, I love it. Playing close to home, even though York is 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, but still, it was just coming home like on the off days and just having my family here, my fiance's family here. It was just a lot of fun to play in front of people. Being from Chicago, all the teams are mainly in the middle of the country to the West Coast. Wouldn't really have many people come visit, but now being close to the New Jersey, it really does help.
Talking with James Pugliese, you mentioned being in the Cubs system, and you did a little bit of everything there, right? I mean, you did relieving, but I think last year was 7 starts that you made at Double-A.
Yeah, so I was basically the guy, I was like their swingman, they would call it, or like a utility pitcher, however you want to word it. But like if we would get a rain delay, they wouldn't want to use 2 starters for 2 7 innings in one day. It would ruin the rotation. So they would use me in order to fill in, just at least go 4 or 5 innings. They wouldn't really overuse me in those situations, but yeah, I did end up starting. But yeah, I'm a strike thrower, and I just try to get ahead of every batter, and it really does just get quick innings and help the bullpen on those days that they need me.
I remember before we even saw you pitch, I know Fletch said change-up and slider looked like his 2 go-to pitches. Do you agree with that, or do you have some other stuff you like to mix into?
Yeah, the change-up is definitely my second best pitch. I've gotten away with probably 5 years in pro ball with just a fastball change-up. It's a unique pitch. My grip is different, so it really does it comes off my fastball really different from other pitchers, so it does help. And I also throw a curveball, which I threw for a strike yesterday, which is rare because I don't ever really throw it. I throw it probably 2% of the time, so it's really just a fastball, changeup, and a cutter now, a cutter slider, whatever you want to call it. So.
I know it's radio, so we can't show it, but can you describe how you hold that changeup, and unless we're giving away company secrets?
No, I've actually had a lot of people ask throughout pro ball, but it's basically a palm ball. It's a 4-seam grip, but you put all 4 of my fingers on top of the baseball, and it's all in the back of my hand, and it's a lot of pronation, so it's basically the movement is going away to a lefty and inside to a righty. However, I'm able to make it drop away from a righty if I need to, because usually you don't throw a right on right changeup, and if you know how to, it's probably one of the best pitches in baseball, and it's really underrated, and I do throw it every single time, so it really has helped me throughout my career.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, not a lot of guys hold it like that. How did you end up picking up that pitch?
So early on in I guess in 2012, I was drafted in 2011, I didn't have it then. Probably 2012, 2013, I was just messing around with grips and just coming out of college, junior college. I was young, I was 18 or 19. So I didn't really have much of a feel for other pitches besides the fastball. I would just pretty much throw it by everybody because the competition wasn't all there. But with the changeup, I think I was just messing around and during the off season, and I came across it, and I just literally, you're supposed to pronate with a changeup, but I kind of exaggerated a little bit more, and the grip that I have and how much weight is on the left side of the baseball with the pronation helps it dive off a lot more than just a traditional pitch changeup.
I'm with James Pugliese. Now, I read where in high school you were actually closing, right? And then it was in college that you really became a starter for the first time?
Yeah, so I was a closer all my career in high school, so 4 years. And then that summer, it's called Legion Baseball. They have it here. I don't know where else. But Legion Baseball, I became a starter because of Rick Freeman. He says, you have a good arm. Why don't we try starting? I ended up throwing 2 no-hitters in a perfect game in the span of a season. And then the community college at Mercer County, that's where I went and got drafted out of. They wanted me to start, and they gave me a scholarship for starting and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was a closer and then became a starter. And, yeah.
It's James Pugliese. Part 1 of our interview. We'll have part 2 coming up on a pregame this week as we talk with him about life back home in Jersey and some of his non-baseball sports interests and non-sports related interests as well. He's been a really good addition for the Revs and factored in big time with the win last night. We'll take a timeout. We'll hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mason, last night a 91-minute rain delay was only the 6th longest of this entire season, but your team waited it out, scored 2 in the first. They were obviously ready to go. So what was it like in here? Were guys in the dugout most of the time? I know they had come out for warm-ups briefly, thinking maybe the game would start on time, and then had to shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, most of the guys were out here. Then we started going back and forth. We were out here early. And then when they said, well, we're looking at probably 8:30, then a lot of guys went back up inside because the way the dugout sits here, when it first started raining, we weren't getting wet, but then the rain direction changed and there was nowhere to hide in here, so we had to bail out. But no, it was good to see the guys come out. They come out, they were ready to go, and Harris got us started with a base hit, and then we went from there. But it was it was good, and we took advantage of Rowe. I mean, uncharacteristically for him, he was a little bit wild last night too in that first inning, and I was actually kind of surprised that they only gave him the 1 inning. But he hasn't really started that much either, and that was a pretty high pitch count, I think, for him. So that might have been why.
You mentioned Harris starting the game and then starting the 9th inning to get an insurance run. Great bunt hit. Makes his way around to third, and the sac flies do not have to be terribly deep to score him.
No, they don't. We were, I think we had second and third there anyway with 1 out, and I told him, because the third base coach's box really close to our dugout here, I told him, I said, hey, you're going on contact here, so if Telvin hits anything on the ground, just take off, and we got to try to get this run home. So, but Telvin did a good job. He got it out there far enough, and I mean, it's going to be hard to. It might be hard to throw Alonso out from a pop-up at second base if he's tagging. So, and he made it with no problem. So, that was a good insurance run to get.
How about Carl Bryce? His outing last night took a shutout into the 5th, and just the 1 run given up. How pleased were you with the progression that he made to his 3rd start?
Well, it was really good to see. I mean, for a lot of reasons. I mean, number one, he put up a lot of zeros, and he was out there twice as long as he was his previous start. And I mean, we really needed him to eat up some innings because our bullpen. I think we had maybe 2 guys left in the pen last night when the game was over. So, it was good to see him go out there and do a really good job and hold them to the 1 run.
And James Pugliese was the first one in relief. Was that like the quickest 6 outs that you've ever seen?
It was pretty quick. I mean, he's done a really good job too, coming in situations lately out of the bullpen, and and I mean, he gives us, I think it was 1 2/3 last night. So that was, we got a big double play on the 1 bunt. I thought that was huge, and so it was. I mean, it was all good stuff right there, and then that got us into the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Well, today you've got Mitch making the start, and lineup-wise on a Sunday, do you do anything differently here this afternoon?
Well, yeah, we're going to catch Tyler today. That's the first thing. Diaz has been out there for a whole week, and it's been hot and humid, and we've had some delays and long games, and so we're going to put Tyler back there today, and we're going to get Dotel out of the game today too. He'd been out there a lot and getting hit in the elbow last night too. I don't want to. I'm sure he's fine to play, but we're not going to push it. We'll just give him the day off also.
Has Tyler been able to get any advancement in as far as his swings, maybe some cage time?
Yeah, I mean, he said yesterday, that he was able to swing in the cage some, and I know he's in there again today right now with Polo, and I mean, for me, I need him to catch and throw. I mean, that's what I need him to do. And, if he can do anything offensively, that's a bonus as far as I'm concerned. But, the main thing right now is we had to give Diaz a day off because we don't have another day off for another, 7-8 days. So not till next Monday. So we have to get somebody else in there to do some catching. And Tyler and Mitch, they worked together during the year before he got hurt. It was almost like Tyler was Mitch's catcher every time he was out there. So they're familiar. They're roommates when they go on the road. So, I mean, you know, they have an idea what they're trying to do in the game plan. So hopefully Tyler can swing the bat some today, but if not, you know, if we get in a situation later in the game, we can use a DH or a pinch hitter, and then we'd have to put Diaz in the game. But for right now, we'll go with Tyler.
All right, Mason, thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Getting close to game. Brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Revs, it's Alonzo Harris in center field leading off. Alexi Casilla at second base bats second. Hitting third and left field is Malky Mesa. Cleanup man, the first baseman Talvin Nash. Jared Mitchell in right field is batting fifth. Michael Burgess will DH and hit sixth. Ryan Dent at shortstop bats seventh. Henry Castillo, the third baseman, hitting eighth. And Tyler Clark behind the plate. First action since July 22nd. Almost a month. He will bat ninth. Again, Harris, Casilla, Mesa, Nash, Mitchell, Burgess, Dent, Castillo, and Clark with Mitch Atkins on the mound. For the Patriots today, they will have Alfredo Rodriguez at shortstop leading things off. Justin Trapp in right field to hit second. Andy Chavez will DH and bat third. Cleanup man is the first baseman, Jace Boyd. Nate Coronado at third base is hitting fifth. Ramon Flores will play left field and bat sixth. Mike Francoso in center field is hitting seventh. Scott Kelly, the second baseman, bats eighth. Mike Blank will do the catching and hit ninth. And they've got Steve Paraxlis on the mound here today. Again, it's Rodriguez, Trapp, Chavez, Boyd, Coronado, Flores, Francoso, Kelly, and Blank for the Patriots here this afternoon. Revs trying to take both on this rain-interrupted visit, both completed games. And Atkins facing his former team. It'll be his second start here since the offseason trade. He did win his first start here. That was back in mid-June. It is another cloudy day, but a little bit cooler. And like we said, we had some rain this morning that came through, got out of here. We are all good now looking at the forecast. 71 degrees and cloudy, our game time temperature today. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And we do have some other games in the league. One that's being delayed, one that's already finished on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Sugarland and Lancaster delayed due to rain, as that one is yet to get underway. I understand that it's been raining all day back home. Southern Maryland earlier today, they've got Darrell Thompson back on the mound after a line drive that hit him in the face earlier this summer. And he got his fifth win of the season today as the Blue Crabs beat the Road Warriors 5-3. Long Island at New Britain coming up shortly. Revs will be back home tomorrow hosting those Barnstormers. Today, one last bit of business on this weekend trip to Jersey. And we'll take a timeout as the Patriots take the field. First pitch from Somerset is coming up next.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge-free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
Hey guys, is it time to get your hair in the game?
Time to claim your spot!
Then it's time to check in online at sportclips.com/check-in for a fresh cut, legendary hot steam towel and massaging shampoo.
Time to claim your spot!
So do your hair a favor by checking in online and arrive just in time for your Sport Clips MVP haircut experience while you surround yourself with sports on TV. Get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in.
Time to claim your spot.
Saturday, August 25th, it's Revs time at People's Bank Park. Meet American Ninja Warrior contestant Chad Riddle and try out his Ninja Warrior course. And it's Bike Night, presented by First Capital Harley-Davidson and Stamball Law, with a parade of chrome and a chance to win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Plus, Inside the Park fireworks presented by the auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal. That's Saturday, August 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As Frosty Lawson with the conclusion of our national anthem here this afternoon from TD Bank Ballpark. They've got retired service members behind home plate with the American flag being marched away. I believe those are Vietnam War veterans who are behind home plate, but they've had representatives from really every battle in the last century that you can think of that were recognized individually today. It is their salute to veterans here at TD Bank Ballpark. I know we've been here for that particular celebration before multiple times. Always do it on a Sunday in August, and part of what they do a reenactment of Iwo Jima, where they've got couple of gun blasts as they reenact that moment on the field during pregame festivities. They do warn the folks here that it's about to get loud. That was shortly before we came on the air tonight. And now right-hander Stephen Paraxlis going through his warm-ups, and they were hoping to use him in one of their games at Sugarland last week, but he's been battling a blister issue. Revs have Troy Terzi, who came out of the game at home on Thursday night with one, but all indications are he'll be able to go on Tuesday night at home in his next scheduled start. But Paraxlis making his first outing in 11 days. August 8th was his last start. All of his starts have been here at home. No record, 3.66 ERA. And he went 4 in the first one, then 4 2/3, then 5, then 6. But today, they are only expecting 3, maybe 4 innings, and it's a bullpen that they used the entire night last night, basically. And a bullpen that has been used a lot here in recent games. Paraxlis, 3.66 ERA, like we said, 4 starts, no record, 19 2/3 innings, 20 hits, about a hit per inning, 8 runs, only 3 walks, 17 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 263. Has given up a couple of home runs. He had been in the Cubs organization, just like our pregame guest tonight, James Pugliese. Should have asked him if he is familiar with Paraxlis. I'm certain that he is. Paraxlis, a former University of Maine Black Bear, and then was drafted in the 21st round by the Cubs in 2012. He is set to go, throws his final warm-up.
But right now, let's play ball. On the York Revolution, number 7, the center fielder, Alonzo Harris.
There you have it. Alonzo Harris will lead things off. Paraxlis is going to go from the stretch, and our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is down low. Underway today, 5:15, so delayed by 10 minutes with the pregame ceremonies. Harris hitting .224. Here's the 1-0. It is a called strike, outside corner. Has 1 home run since coming back. Last night he had a 2-hit night. Started the 9th inning with a bunt base hit. Used his wheels to score the insurance run. The 1-1. And he shows bunt here as Paraxelis misses down low. Revs are in their road gray. We should say alternate road gray. Somerset is in their home whites today. Gray, cloudy day, but much cooler. Comfortable, the pitch. It is inside. Harris shifts back. Our plate ump today, Derek Moshe. Joe Cruz at first. Nate Caldwell at third base. Now Paraxelis ready. And fires. And a swing and a fly ball left center field. Hit well. This one's got a chance. It is off the wall and in play. And Zoe will hustle into second with a stand-up double. And he did not miss a leadoff home run by a whole lot. Out amongst the advertisements in deep left center, and a bunch of them are white. So from here it's impossible to tell how high up that hit. But I think it did hit the wall on the fly. I don't believe it one-hopped it. I believe that smacked it in flight. And Zoe with a leadoff double to start the day. Here's Alexi. First pitch, he swings, fouls it back over the screen. Casilla 5th in the league in hitting, .326 average. 3 home runs, 28 driven in. And for the second straight day, back to his comfortable second base position defensively. Coronado in on the grass at third. Pitch is line, right center, base hit, Casilla. And Harris around third. He'll score easily. The Revs a 1-0 lead. 2 batters into the afternoon. And Alexi Casilla, RBI number 29, as he ropes one over the leap of Kelly, the second baseman, into right center. And Zoe all sorts of fired up as he goes hopping into the dugout. Alonso now has scored in all 3 games on this visit. And here's Melky now. 1-0 the lead, and the pitch to Mesa, that's inside. Couple hard hit balls. Zoe who launched one deep. Alexi who ropes a line shot. Mesa's been the hottest of the bunch as Paraxelis steps off. Friday night hit what will become his 15th homer when that game gets completed. There's the 1-0. And a swing and a drive deep down the line and left. He watches, he flips the bat, it is fair! Melky Mesa 2-run home run! Right down the line in left field. And his torrid pace continues. It's a 3-0 lead. 3 batters into the afternoon. It will be his 16th home run. For now, on paper, it's number 15, but he stays dialed in as he bumps helmets with Casilla waiting there to celebrate with him. Robert Carson pummels him with the water bath to the face. And a 3-0 lead as Melky hooks it down the line and out into the parking lot in left. Now what a start. Here's Talvin Nash. And first pitch his way. Big hack and a foul tip to the screen. And these guys are getting some big swings off Paraxelis here early. Now Mesa now 19 driven in his last 14. It'll be at least 20 in his last 15 when that other game's stats go in. 0-1 and a check swing. It's down and away. Appeal to first. And he offered, says Joe Cruz. No argument from Talvin. And Melky, if we include Friday night, he now has 10 extra base hits. including 5 home runs. I should say 11 extra base hits, including 5 homers, his last 14 games. And now Pregame on 0-2. He paints the outside corner, and Nash is run up. 3-pitch strikeout. That is the Somerset righty's first out of the afternoon. By the way, the home run for Mesa, that's the 5th that he's hit against Somerset. A 3rd in this ballpark this season, including Friday's game. It's the 6th game the Revs have played here this year. Here's Jared Mitchell, who takes down low. Mitchell last night, RBI hit in the 1st inning as the Revs built their early lead in that game. And he swings here, breaks his bat, rolls it to second base. Kelly's got it, throws over to first. That's out number 2. Right off the end of the bat, and a chunk flew off the end, landing on the grass in foul territory. And that one will find a dumpster. 2 down, and here's Michael Burgess.
The DH, Michael Burgess.
3-0 lead for Mitch Atkins. Here to start off the day. Last time out, Pregame 6 innings, 3 runs. He's done a pretty good job in all of his starts while getting built up as he misses away on Burgess. But that last one was 11 days ago, dealing with the blister. First time the Revs are facing him. Now the 1-0, and a swing and a ground ball yanked to first. Boyd lays out, has to flip to the pitcher, and he got him. Hit sharply along the line, and it stayed low. Looked like it might bounce, but it stayed tight to the ground, and Boyd laid out and pounced on it on the dive to his left. So the first 3 score. The next 3 are all retired, but it's a 3-0 lead for Atkins. 3 runs, 3 hits, none left at the end of a half. York 3, Somerset coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here.
Play ball!
The new Sports Radio 1350.
Now the Revs, a 3-0 lead for Mitch Atkins, who makes his 20th start of the season today. 10-4, tied for the league lead in wins with Nate Reed, who we will see as an opposing starter in York this week. Mitch tied for 7th in ERA, 373. 5th in innings, 108 2/3, 109 hits, a hit per inning, only 31 walks. First pitch to Alfredo Rodriguez is in for a strike. 101 strikeouts. That's the league's second highest total. There's the 0-1. And a fastball, strike 2 called. Working with Tyler Clark today, his first action since July 22nd. And Atkins quickly ahead. He fires, breaking ball down low. He's been maybe the league's best starter since June. Facing his former team today. 4th time, 2nd time here. As he delivers, and a swing and a fly ball right field. Mitchell over toward the line, has it lined up. He'll glove it as he trots across the line. He caught it fair. 1 away, and Rodriguez, who played shortstop behind Atkins here at Somerset last season, is retired. He is now 3 for 32 his last 9 games, but they are resting Pacioli today. And here is Justin Trapp. He's hitting at .276, 6 home runs. First pitch from Mitch, it's down low. Last night, Trapp had a 7-game hitting streak and an 18-game on-base streak snapped. He had batted .385 his last 18. Revs held him 0 for 4 in the cleanup spot as Atkins misses in the dirt now, 2-0. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the first inning. Atkins kicks, delivers, and a swing and a high fly left field. Mesa in a couple steps, now jogs over to his right toward the line, waits under it, and makes the grab. A towering fly ball. And Atkins with a pair of flyouts to start his day. Last time out, Mitch, 6 scoreless innings, 3 hits. A very uncharacteristic 7 walks, but he struck out 10 and got the win. 2nd time this year that he's struck out 10. Becoming the 5th pitcher in Revs history to log more than 1 double-digit strikeout game in their Revs career. They've all done it in the same season. And here's Endy Chavez, who takes a strike. They've all done it just twice, so Mitch at some point could become the first to do it 3 times. There's the 0-1, and that's a little low. Patriots, a team that does not strike out much at all, 2nd fewest in the league. Only Lancaster's struck out fewer times. Chavez up to .283. He's DHing today, the 1-1, and he watches it into Tyler Clark's mitt. Strike called. Chavez last 28 games hitting .357. The 40-year-old still producing. The wind, the pitch, and he swings, fouls it away, left field side. 2 years ago, Chavez led the league in hitting with Bridgeport, .345. And he might be the best in the league at avoiding strikeouts. Only 21 in 276 at-bats. Here's the wind, the pitch. It's up and in as he bends back. Ball nicked off Clark's mitt.
Going on today. Just to clarify, today's fundraiser will benefit the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 452, and the work to help U.S. veterans. That's today's 50-50.
2-2 count. And Atkins the pitch. Swinging a fly ball straight away center. All 3 outfielders will have a put out. Harris waits, and he gloves it with the glove tucked in near his left hip. And he barely had to take a step. 1, 2, 3 first. All 3 outfielders catch one. And we go to the 2nd inning. It's a 3-0 Revs lead.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles Fast Play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles Fast Play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs a 3-0 lead. We head to the second inning. Last night, they led 2-0. Heading to the second inning today, they have even eclipsed that. It's actually the third time in the last 4 games that they've scored multiple runs in the first inning. Ryan Dent will lead things off here to begin the second. Pregame going from the stretch, delivers, and a swing and a foul tip off of, like, the catcher Mike Blank. Maybe his shoulder ricocheted away. It'll give him some time. Strike one on Dent. Had a good night last night. Walk, sack, fly, double. Officially was 1 for 2. Hitting at .251 with 11 home runs, 41 driven in. Pregame was at Double-A with the Mariners earlier this year. It was the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Got Dent to reach on a changeup. He was 3-2 with a 6.05 ERA, 28 relief outings at Double-A Arkansas. First 6 years were all in the Cubs system. Stints at Triple-A Iowa each of the last 2 years. Career .369 ERA at Triple-A, 13 games, 6 starts. The 0-2, and it misses down low. Does use a splitter as an out pitch. Last year between Double-A Tennessee, where he was Pugliese's teammate, and Triple-A Iowa, he was 5-3, .319. Pitch, and it's inside. Dent flinching back. Been a long reliever throughout his career. That's something that Pugliese did as well. On the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Something off speed gets Dent 1 away. Pregame in his pro career, 22-15 with a .378 ERA, so he's had pretty good success.
Batting eighth, the shortstop. Batting eighth, number 6, third baseman, Henry Castillo.
Pregame from Abington, Massachusetts. Here's Henry Castillo. He's in at third base again today. First pitch, it is just outside. In high school in Massachusetts, led his team to a state title as a senior. Pitch is grounded along the line at first, but foul, just wide of the bag. His dad was baseball coach. Pregame as a senior went 13-0 with a 0.25 ERA. I guess that would get you noticed. He also played football. Now ready, here's the 1-1. That's inside as Castillo jumps back. Went to the University of Maine, majoring in sociology. The 2-1 to Castillo, swinging a fly ball the other way and left, sends Ramon Flores back a few steps, but he'll circle over to his left, wait on it, and put it away. And that is out number 2. Paraxlis will go low 90s, even as high as 94. He has a 2-seamer, 4-seamer. Splitter is his out pitch. And has a good changeup as well. Scouts graded it as a big league average changeup. Here's Tyler Clark, and he takes a fastball strike. First action since July 22nd. And hitting was the main concern. He's been catching bullpens. The 0-1, and a fastball in for strike 2. Ligament damage to a finger on his glove hand. And they thought he might not be able to do anything for 4 weeks, but he's back on the field within about 4 weeks. The 0-2, and it's in the dirt. Actually, it was 4 weeks ago today that he had that injury. Did heal and got stronger. He's been hitting in the cage this week. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the second inning. Paraxlis ready. And the pitch, it is a little low. Either the change or the splitter. Clark at 204, 5 homers, 15 driven in 35 games played. Dark gray, cloudy day. You can see the stadium lights reflecting off his helmet, and as he stands in, now backs out. And now we're ready. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Fastball got him. No, Paraxlis, a 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 6 in a row. It's his 3rd strikeout. But a 3-0 lead for the Revs as we go to the bottom half of the second here at Somerset.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine Injury Report, Tyler Clark back in there today. Revs do have another catcher, though. Luis Cruz done for the year officially. As He's got to have surgery to remove that hamate bone that he injured. And hitters hate that. It's a meaningless bone, but can cause big issues when it gets hurt. And it usually happens on a swing. Well, unfortunately for Cruz, that's how his year ended. He was playing very well. The Revs also with Frank DeGiulio Jr. out with the elbow surgery. Here is Jace Boyd leading off. Bottom of the second, and Atkins pumps a strike in. Boyd hitting .204 with a home run in 12 games played. Pitch to him, he swings, cues a foul to the right of home plate.
Looking for back-to-back home runs, Ralph Macchio. Ralph, if that happens, you'll win $20,000. Good luck, Ralph.
Last year, he was Mitch Atkins' teammate at AAA Las Vegas in the Mets system. Atkins started the year here, got picked up by New York. The wind, the 0-2. And a swing and a drive the other way, right center. Alonso running back. He is going to track it down, makes it look easy. On a deep drive the other way in right center. And Alonso just gliding after it. And he runs it down with his glove extended up and out to his left, and he held it out there as he cruised onto the warning track. He is so smooth. One away here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Nate Coronado now, who accounted for their only 2 runs last night, 2 solo home runs. First pitch is a little low. He also hit one Thursday at Sugar Land, so he's hit 3 in his last 2 completed games. Here's the 1-0, and he swings, fouls it just over to our left. That'll bounce down into the rows in front of us. Coronado hitting .287. 7 homers overall, .298 with 4 home runs since joining the Patriots. Playing in his 26th game with them today after 29 games played with Lancaster this year. Here's a fastball inside, 2-1. And here at TD Bank Ballpark, he's hit .321 with 3 of his 4 Patriots home runs. Atkins the kick, the 2-1. It is down and away.
Logan and Jack Ashby to customer service. Logan and Jack Ashby to customer service.
Revs a 3-0 lead here in the second inning. Pitch. It is lined at short, and Dent goes to a knee, backhands it, pops up and throws it across right on the money. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Hard hit ball on one hop at short. But Dent slides on a knee and picks it and throws him out. And another smooth play made by the Revs defense as he kicks the dirt around, smoothing it out after making that play. That was a 3-1 count, and Atkins threw a strike, trusted his defense. Now here's Ramon Flores, who backs up on one down and in. Flores hitting .234, 3 homers in 33 games. Pitch, that's down and in. As again, he shifts the feet back out of the way. Flores, who was in the big leagues with the Yankees for 12 games 3 years ago at age 23, he's still only 26. Venezuela native, the pitch, he swings, fouls it off, third base side and out of play. Signed at age 17 with the Yankees in 08 out of Venezuela. He's then traded with Jose Ramirez to Seattle at the deadline in 2015 for Dustin Ackley. Here's a bouncer foul over by the first base dugout, 2-2. And his first month with the Mariners at AAA Tacoma, he hit .423, but then broke his ankle, missed the rest of the year. Traded to Milwaukee that offseason, made their opening day roster, Hit .205 in 104 games, couple homers. The first of his career came off Jacob deGrom at Citi Field. The 2-2, curveball, and a called third strike. Atkins hooks it onto the inside corner, and Flores rung up. Mitch Atkins' first strikeout of the day, 102nd of the season, and he's retired his first 6. We'll go to the third, 3-0 York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League. Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football previews. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the third, it's a 3-0 lead for the Revs. Mitch Atkins with 102 strikeouts on the year now. He's 7 away from moving into the top 10 in Revs history for most in one season.
Leading off the top of the third inning, center fielder, number 7, Alonzo Harris.
His 10 wins are tied for 10th most in a season in Revs history. 16th time that a Revs pitcher has gotten to double figures in 1 year. Here's Zoe, who takes down low, top of the order. Revs had 2 do it last year. Jay Goss had 10, Frank Gailey had 14. Paraxelis delivers, and Harris watches it into the glove for a strike. He doubled off the wall in left center, leading off the game. Revs' first 3 scored. Paraxelis has retired the last 6. Now he comes set. And the 1-1. It is swung on, foul tip. Big swing from Harris, who's spun out on the finish. Made a nice running grab in center field defensively last inning as well. Busy start to his day. Is always in the thick of it. Here's the stretch, the 1-2, and it's in the dirt, blocked over to the right by Blank.
Don't forget, after the ball game, all kids get to run the bases.
Paraxelis has had good success in the minors, as we said, but he had a real scare 3 years ago. His 2015 season was cut short due to a blood clot. 2-2, and a swing and a bouncing ball to second. Charging up is Kelly, gloves it, fires it in time to first. Got in on Harris on that pitch, and Kelly charging in, scoops it and makes the throw. June of 2015, Paraxelis was at AA Tennessee and just didn't feel right. Is coming off his best outing of the year, but something fell off. He was playing catch, had a lot of trouble stretching and getting loose, so he went to their trainer, and it's a good thing he did. Here's Alexi, who takes down and in and dances out of the way. Casilla an RBI single to right center, his first time, and then scored on Mesa's first inning home run. Here's the 1-0, and that's a called strike in. He was turning away, but it had the plate. So they took Pregame to the hospital in Knoxville. The team was home at the time. There's the 1-1, and a swing and a foul loop the other way into the seats in left. They ran some tests. They diagnosed a blood clot, but they didn't know where. So then they sent him to St. Louis, met with a vascular surgeon who recognized what he was dealing with. It was thoracic outlet syndrome. There's the 1-2, and that's inside as Casilla backs up. And we've heard of guys here and guys in the big leagues that have had it. Chris Carpenter, the Cardinals in York, Sean Hill. Here's the 2-2, and it's down and away. Splitter miss. When Hill first came to York in 2012, he was coming off of that ailment and was looking to prove his health. Now, Pregame clot was under a rib. He fires, and a swing and a miss. Off speed on 3-2, and Casilla was moving up trying to spray it somewhere and hacked at it too early. Dropped his bat on the finish. That's 8 in a row retired. And Melky Mesa coming up. And the clot was under the back of his right rib below his shoulder. They removed the rib. Here's Melky, first pitch. He swings, shoots a line drive foul off the sidewall down at the end of the Patriots' first base dugout.
Robert Antrim, you can head up to the Heineken Premium Light Table. Robert Antrim to the Heineken Premium Light Table.
That might have bounced off a little dude, unfortunately. Man. Let's see his dad carrying him up the steps, trying to console. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. Melky was looking down that way. They have these railings rather than a full solid wall that would have protected that, and it must have gotten under the railing and hit that youngster. Looks like he'll be okay, but obviously didn't feel good at the moment as Mesa yanks this one foul off the front of the Revs dugout. So when he was staring down there and looking uncomfortable at what he saw and knew maybe it wasn't all good, but looks like that young man will be all right as his dad's got him. Here's another 0-2. And a swing and a miss in the dirt, blocked up the first base line by Blank. He'll pick up and make the throw to first to end the inning. And Pregame has it going now. He's retired 9 in a row, 5 on strikeouts. Revs, though, with a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the third.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Saturday, August 25th, it's Revs time at People's Bank Park. Meet American Ninja Warrior contestant Chad Riddle and try out his Ninja Warrior course. And it's Bike Night, presented by First Capital Harley-Davidson and Stanball Law, with a parade of chrome and a chance to win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Plus, Inside the Park fireworks presented by the auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal. That's Saturday, August 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 3-0 lead. We go to the bottom half of the third. Mike Francoso will lead off. 7-8-9 for the Patriots. Francoso's first year in the league, he was not Mitch Atkins' teammate last year. But he seems like a typical Patriot as Atkins' first pitch misses away. He's versatile defensively, has speed, gets on base. He's hitting .283, although he had a great first half and has struggled in the second half. Pitch is down low. And a former University of Maine Black Bear himself, just like their starting pitcher tonight, Paraxlis. Pitch is bounced foul over by the first base dugout. Yeah, we talk about Paraxlis and his big ailment. Francoso had 2 hip surgeries and a hernia surgery at Maine, but still finished as their all-time leader in steals and runs. He swings and pops this one up, and it's short. It's Dent trotting in under it. He's got it on the middle of the infield dirt, and Francoso, who's 6th in the league and on base, is retired to start the inning.
Number 2, second baseman, Scott Kelly.
And that'll bring up another one of those speedy Patriot role players, Scott Kelly. It's been a rough go of it for him this year, hitting .183. First pitch from Atkins, that's inside. Today his 30th start. He's also gotten into 16 games off of their bench. Last year he hit .250. The pitch to him, and it's a called strike, outside corner at the knees. He was 3rd in Patriots history in steals with 98. 8 this year. The 1-1, that's inside. 2016, he led their team with 38. That was 4th in the league. 2014, he led them with 20. That was not a year that they had a bunch. Here's the 2-1, and it's just inside. 2015, he missed most of the year with his own blood clot ailment. I mean, we've heard of other players that have had it. The 3-1, and that's in for a strike. Zach Wilson had to shut it down last year. Back in 2009, Thurm missed a lot of the second half with little ones in his hand that caused some numbing. And at first they were worried about his elbow. The pitch, and a swing and a fly ball left field. This sends Mesa back deep, but he'll cut off his route, waits for it, and makes the grab. Scott Kelly put a charge into it, deep left field, but Melky Mesa out there makes the grab for the second out. Kelly came back from that blood clot to lead their team in steals the following year. Now his 5th year with Somerset. Here's Mike Blank, the catcher, rounding out the order. Revs up 3-0, bottom of the 3rd. Pitch from Atkins, a swing and a miss on a fastball up. Blank, hitting 127, 16 games. He's 0 for his last 26. Pitch is swung on, pop foul, coming back and out of play. He did have a base hit Friday night, but it won't show up on paper until September 7th when the game gets finished. Atkins, the 0-2, and a swing and a fly the other way and right, but that's foul and sailing out of play. Saw Blank previously in the league with Long Island. Atlantic League All-Star 3 years ago, hit 282 for the Ducks, 253 the following year. Atkins delivers, and a ground ball really jammed him. Castillo charges from third, gloves, fires on the run, and gets him at first. And that ball changed direction, hit with some funny spin off the bat handle. Atkins really got in on Blank, and he gives Castillo a glove hand 5 coming off. Nice play made from Henry charging in. 9 up, 9 down for Mitch. We'll go to the 4th. It's 3-0 York.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 4th, both pitchers have retired 9 in a row. The difference is the Revs' first 3 batters of the game. Harris doubled, Casilla RBI singled, Mesa 2-run homer, and they had a 3-0 lead before Paraxelis got his first out. But he's got 9 outs in a row. Talbot Nash will lead things off here in the 4th. Struck out looking his first time up. Here is the first pitch of the inning. It is across for a strike. The Nash, Mitchell, and Burgess here in the 4th. There's the 0-1, and a breaking ball missed low. Paraxelis, when he had that thoracic outlet syndrome, as an overhand guy, he said that the collarbone and his first rib were clamping down in the vein, and that's how it happened. 1-1, and that misses away. He did return, of course, the following year, but Cost him much of 2015 in the minors. Now the 2-1. And a bouncing ball left side in the hole, cut off at short by Rodriguez, and an off-balance throw across to get Nash. Alfredo Rodriguez, nicely done at short. Nash bounced it toward the hole, and Rodriguez going hard to his right, cut it off and made the runaway throw. He wasn't going to be able to stop and try to throw. He had to keep on moving, but cast it across the diamond. And that's 10 in a row for Pregame. Here's Jared Mitchell, who grounded the second base his first time up. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the fourth. And the pitch to Mitchell, swing and a miss, a changeup. The 0-1, and that misses down and in, not by much. Patriots 21-17 in the second half. Overall, they're 11 games over 500. They won the first half. One pitch and a swing, a ground ball right to the third baseman Coronado. Up on the grass, he fields on one hop and throws to first. And that is out number 2 and 11 straight set down. But Somerset, who won their 19th half title, league record, going to be a 19th playoff berth. They spent the first 108 days of the season in first. And in the first half went 35-28. Here's Burgess. First pitch, swing and a miss. They started the second half even hotter. 16-4, but since then, they're just 5-13. They've lost 9 of 11, 5 of the last 6, each of their last 2 games. Pitch to Burgess, a swing and a miss, another fastball. They are, all-time, 5 wins away from 1,500. They have 6 championships, a league record. The 0-2, and it breaks into the dirt. The Revs are tied with Long Island for the second most with 3. Revs will be here again in September, and they wrap the regular season at home against this opponent. Pitch, swing, and he scrapes a foul over toward Dent on deck. Burgess grounded out to first, his first time up. Jace Boyd laid out and made the diving stop on him. Revs leading at 3-0 here in the fourth. Now ready, another 1-2. And that's inside as Burgess jumps back. Eyes up as Lumber climbs back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kelly at second, out in the outfield grass defending. Pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2 splitter, and Pregame has 6 strikeouts and 12 in a row. Set down perfect since the Mesa home run, but the Revs still carrying that 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the fourth.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The Game of the Week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
3-0 the lead going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Mitch Atkins will face the top of the Patriots order again. Alfredo Rodriguez, who flied out to right to start the game, will lead things off. Now Atkins ready to go. First pitch of the inning. It is a little low. Rodriguez checks and stops. Number 1-0. And a line drive, shallow center. Harrison has to pull up and play it on a hop. He was going to dive had he been able to get to it, but realized he could not. And Alfredo Rodriguez is the first base runner of the day for the Patriots. Leads off the home fourth with a soft line, loopy single to shallow center. Ends a 3-for-32 skid for himself. Here's Justin Trapp, who flied to left his first time. Atkins a peek over at first. He'll turn and throw over as Rodriguez dives back, has 15 steals. Last night was caught for the 5th time when Roger Diaz hosed him in the 4th. Now the pitch to Trapp, a swing and a cue ball down to first. Nash has it, looks at second, but he'll step on first for the shore out. It was hit softly. Cue ball spinning down to first. If you throw there, you might hit the runner from his angle where he was. Rodriguez took off and was already approaching second base, so he's there with one away. And here is Endy Chavez, who flied to center his first time. Atkins has won 10 of his last 12 starts, 10 of his last 11 decisions. First pitch is over for a strike, outer half. In his last 12 starts, 10-1 with a 2.23 ERA. That's pretty good. There's the 0-1. Curveball waved out and missed. The big hook. And Chavez, a one-hand swing at it. Atkins has gone 6 innings or more in 8 of his last 9. Now delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt. Blocked to the left by Clark, who hustles to get to it. And that'll keep Rodriguez at second. Mace mentioning on pregame tonight. What a great rapport Atkins and Clark have. They are roommates on the road as well. Atkins, a big league vet. Clark, still a young guy in his career, but the pitch and a swing and a high fly. Right field sends Mitchell back fairly deep, but still backpedaling. He'll have room. Lines up to step into the throw. He will unleash towards short. Has to be cut there. Rodriguez tags and goes to third. But a fly out for out number 2 as Andy Chavez hits it deep to right. But handled for the second out. Now with Rodriguez at third, Jace Boyd the hitter. Lined out to deep right center his first time. Alonzo Harris ran it down. Atkins and Boyd, teammates at AAA Vegas in the Mets system last year. And Mitch with the pitch. It is up high. 3-0 the lead here in the home half of the fourth. Atkins this year, the league's first to 7 wins, 9 wins, and 10 wins. Often it's been on the same day that Nate Reed has gotten there, but Atkins has done it first every time. Here's a curveball pulled on the ground to third, and Castillo over toward the line, gloves it, guns it across, and a pump of the fist from Mitch Atkins as he works past the leadoff single. Had Rodriguez at second with only 1 out. He made it to third, but he's left on there. And Castillo handling third base very nicely for the Revs once again. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 5th, still 3-0 York.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Head of the 5th, 3-0. The Revs lead it. Back home tomorrow night, 6:30 against Lancaster. Robert Carson makes that start. It is a hunger-free Monday presented by United Fiber and Data to benefit the York County Food Bank. Trivia night presented by Showtime Trivia. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. Dent up first. First pitch of the inning is in for a strike. Paraxlis has already exceeded what we were told they thought he might give based on the blister. They wanted to start him in Sugarland last week, never could. There's the 0-1, and it misses down and in. Struck out Dent his first time up. 12 in a row retired, 6 on strikeouts. But the Revs got to him for 3 runs before he recorded an out today. There's the 1-1, and a swing and a foul back. Up over the roof, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Everybody turning and waiting for that ball to come down. Never did. 1-2, and a swing and a miss. As Praxlis goes off speed again, might have been another split. And he's struck out Dent both times. That'll be 13 in a row and 7 on strikeouts. He is dealing now.
Third baseman number 6, Henry Castillo.
Not the Revs armed with the early lead. Here's Henry Castillo. Flied out to left, his first at bat. First pitch, it is swung on and missed, a changeup. Pitchers for the series against Lancaster: Robert Carson against Nate Reed tomorrow night. Troy Tersey against Brooks Hall on Tuesday. Pitch, it is slapped on the ground toward the middle. Kelly from second, charging over to his right, gloves and fires to first, 2 down. On a high bouncer, Kelly charging in and to his right, got a big hop and fired it across.
PC Richard and Son, America's #1 family-owned and operated appliance, TV, electronics, and yes, mattress retail.
And now with 2 down and 14 in a row retired, Tyler Clark is coming up. Clark, a strikeout victim his first time. On first pitch, he shows bunt, and it misses down and away. Wednesday will be Logan Williamson against Jonathan Abeladeo. Thursday, Carl Bryce against John Anderson. And then Southern Maryland comes in next weekend. 7-game homestand starting tomorrow. The 1-0, and that's over for a strike. 3-0 the lead for the Revs here today. Stretch from Praxlis. The 1-1, and Clark tries to bunt his way on, and it landed, but spun foul. And for a catcher, he can really run. For a big catcher, especially tall, and galloping down the line to first, he would have had a real chance. But he bunted it. It hit, I believe, the grass, not the dirt, just out and to the left of home plate, and then it spun back foul across the third base line. But he is able to swing. We did see him swing last time up. It was the 1-2, and a swing and a miss on a fastball away. And he was reaching for that one and did cut himself off a little bit on the swing. So he certainly may not be 100% by any means when he does take a full swing. Tried to bunt his way on. He is able to catch, though. And he'll be back out there with Atkins in the bottom of the 5th. Praxlis, though, with 15 in a row and 8 of those on strikeouts. Bottom of the 5th, Revs 3, Patriots nothing.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates. For 5 years, and remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 3-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Looking ahead this week, we mentioned tomorrow night, Revs back home. Tuesday is a Wellspan Sports Medicine Silver Sluggers night. Wednesday is Rookie Revs Hit the Wall night, plus Kids Eat Free with a voucher available at People's Bank Financial Centers. And Thursday is our Maple Donuts ticket night. What better deal than that? Get Maple Donuts, get some tickets. You can also get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. Nate Coronado leads it off. Atkins' first pitch is popped straight up in the infield. Nash is under it waiting and backing up, and he's got it backing up hard at the end toward the edge of the outfield grass right along the first base line. But a one pitch out. He had Alexi right behind him. And I don't think anybody wants to catch Nash if he falls down. But that out comes on Atkins' 50th pitch. 49 through 4 innings. Now here's Ramon Flores. First pitch is down low. He struck out looking his first time up. I mentioned Flores, who came up with the Yankees, debuted in the majors, traded to Seattle, broke his ankle at AAA. Here's a pitch down and in, 2-0. Traded to the Brewers during the offseason, made their opening day roster. He also got to the majors with the Angels last year as Atkins misses down and in, ball 3. He hit .312 at AAA Salt Lake last year. So each of the last 4 years he's been at AAA or the big leagues. The 3-0, and that's in for a strike. But he has gotten off to a slow start in the Atlantic League. There's the 3-1, and a swing and a fly ball right field. Mitchell backs up, but he'll circle over into right center, and trotting along the edge of the warning track, he hauls it in. Smooth grab from Jared Mitchell in right, as he nonchalantly cruised along the front of the track at the end and had it all the way. 2 up, 2 down. Flores was also at AAA this year. He signed with Arizona before the year, and in late March traded to Boston to complete a Devin Marrero trade, and played the first part of this year at AAA Pawtucket. Here is Mike Francoso, who looks at one down and in. Francoso a pop to short, his first at bat. Now the 1-0, and it's a called strike over the outer edge. .3-0 York in the 5th. Here's the 1-1 curveball, and it just missed low. Long look in from Atkins, who maybe wanted that pitch. On the 2-1 fastball, that's a strike. Francoso didn't want it though. He turns and shakes his head no and has a few things to say. It's down around the knees, inside corner, 2-2. Atkins trying to send to the 6th as Francoso holds the hand up requesting time. Now the 2-2 and a swing and a foul straight back. With the later game today, Revs had another mall trip this afternoon. It's back-to-back days for us. What a trip. Another 2-2, and that misses high and away. We also had the fire alarm go off at the hotel this morning. And I did smell something burning. I think a guest was trying to cook something from what I understand, and it was not a member of our group. Here's the payoff pitch, swinging a rip, and off the glove of Nash, back to recover it, but Francoso is going to get there with his speed. That ball smoked toward the line at first. Nash reaching to his left, down to the left of his left foot, trying to make that short hop pick. And it glanced off his glove, rolled along the line. They're going to charge Nash with an error, and that causes Brett Jody to turn and stare up at the press box, and a bunch of his players turning and glaring up this way as well. And they're just continuing to stare and stare. Here's Scott Kelly. He flied to left his first time up. Atkins will throw over, back standing is Francoso. They are continuing to just stare up here over to our right. Pitch from Atkins, a swing and a foul out of play, first base side. They're still looking. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the stretch from Atkins. The 0-1. And a breaking ball misses a little bit tight.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Atkins a quick turn and a fire over to first. Francoso back standing. He does have 21 steals, 6 times caught. One of 4 on their team with 20 or more steals. Nash holds him at first. The stretch, and Atkins steps off, looking over at Francoso. Now ready, the 1-1. And that's across for a strike. Atkins, a rare hard hit ball at first. Sure, Nash thought he could have had it. Short hop off the glove. Atkins trying to come right back though and send it to the 6th. Now he's ready. Runner goes. Pitch is a curve, and Kelly just got a piece. Reaching to protect, and foul tips it behind the plate. Now they change it to a hit. And somebody down in their dugout gives a thumbs up here. Not at me, because I'm not giving it back. Another 1-2, and a check swing on a fastball up. Appeal to first. Joe Cruz says he held it in time. Runner at first with 2 outs. It's now an infield hit. The 2-2. And it just missed away. That was close. So Francoso now will get the free head start. He had the second hit now off Atkins today. A full count, the stretch, and the pitch. He runs and a swing and a bouncer to third. Castillo waits back for the hop, guns it across, right on the money. And that'll end the inning as Nash stares into his glove and sees that one in the pocket. Inning over, no runs, one infield hit, one man left. We'll go to the sixth. It's York 3, Somerset nothing.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC, 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia, NMLS ID 2925, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Would help if I'd put my mic down in front of my face rather than have it up at my head. Tomorrow at 6, it's an all-new Baltimore baseball show with Dan Connolly of the Athletic Baltimore. 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll be on at 6:30 in time for first pitch. That is tomorrow on WOYK. 3-0 the lead for the Revs as we start the 6th. Paraxlis is done.
Center fielder Alonzo Harris.
5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, and that was the first 3 batters he faced. No walks, 8 Ks. Zoe leads off against righty Dustin Mulligan, who fires low. Pitching change is brought to you by Maple Donuts. Harris started the game with a double off the wall in left center. Pitch. Swings, hits it high in the air in straightaway center. Francoso under it. Tiptoes to his left, waiting, and makes the grab. And the Revs have now been set down 16 times in a row. After Paraxlis got the first 3 hitters out of his system, he retired his final 15, 8 on strikeouts. Here's Alexi, who's 1 for 2. RBI single in the first inning. First pitch, it is down low. Patriots had it pre-planned that they would go to Mulligan first today after Paraxlis. And they used a lot of guys last night. Pitch is over for a strike, 1-1. Basically 9 innings from their bullpen last night. Or at least 8. If Rose stays in the starter's role. A 1-1. Curveball grounded toward the middle and a base hit to end the streak of 16. Alexi with a sharp ground ball to the right of second, and he's 2 for 3. Revs now with 4 hits. Patriots have 2.
And since today is National Soft Ice Cream Day,
Casilla is on for Melky Mesa, who's 1 for 2, 2-run homer back in the first.
Left fielder Melky Mesa.
First pitch, it is swung on, line to left center field. Flores coming over, runs it down. Hung up for him. Flores got a good break on it, and the left fielder runs it down into left center, 2 away. That'll bring up Talvin Nash. The 16 in a row retired ends up 1 shy of what would have been tied for the second longest streak in team history, 2 shy of tying the longest streak. Not one to be proud of, but the Revs lead this game. Here's Nash. He swings and misses on a fastball. It's a 3-0 lead here in the 6th. Casilla at first with 2 outs. The 0-1, and a fastball over for a strike. Mulligan 2-2, 4.07 ERA in 34 outings. Their bullpen averaging over 4 innings a game the last 7. Not to mention spot starters. Here's a ball in the dirt, ricochets off blank. And behind home plate to the Patriot logo, Casilla, big turn at second, he advances, and it's a wild pitch. Took a big turn. As that glanced off the big catcher blank. 6'4", 225. Popped up in the air a little bit behind home. Now the stretch, and the 1-2, and it's inside. Nash backs up. Mulligan does throw fastball low to mid-90s. He's 6'4", 230. The 2-2, breaking ball, called third strike. Nash turns back in disbelief as he spikes the bat behind him like an NFL center, and then chucks the helmet away, throws the shin guard away. Seemed like a delayed call from Moshe, but a scoreless inning worked by Mulligan. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 3-0 York.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area: Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio. WOYK 1350, baby.
At the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 the lead for the Revs. This Friday night, Revs will be at home. We'll be on radio, but we've got high school football, so what do? We're broadcasting it on YouTube. Subscribe to the brand new WOYK Preps YouTube channel. And the season starts this Friday night, 6:30, West York at Central. In our Game of the Week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine, Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrek on the call on WOYK Preps on YouTube. Mike Blank leads it off. First pitch from Atkins is hooked into left field and down for a leadoff single. Mesa over to Glovett. Snaps an 0 for 27 for Blank, even though he does have a hit waiting to go in from Friday's game. Patriots have their 3rd hit. And now we go to the top of the order. And Alfredo Rodriguez. Blank, who they tried to make a pitcher a couple of years back. The White Sox tried to. And traded to Arizona, where he converted back to catching. Pitch to Rodriguez is a little high. He is 1 for 2 tonight. On the stretch, the 1-0, curveball, and he got it over for a strike. There's a jet heading probably to Newark. You can faintly see through low gray cloud layer today. 1-1 and a line drive the other way, foul over the right field seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Atkins ready. And delivers. Breaking ball down and away. Still a delay. Sugarland at Lancaster on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. New Britain leads Long Island 5-1 in the 6th. Southern Maryland beat the Road Warriors earlier 5-3. Darrell Thompson the win. The 2-2. And a ground ball toward the middle. It is cut off by Alexi diving, and he has to hold it. First and second with nobody out. It's an infield hit. And the Patriots have a threat. And that one bounced right over the mound. Atkins started to leap for it, pulled back. Thought, I'm not going to mess with this. With the guys in the middle both having a chance to go right to second on it. It was not hit hard, but Den had him play to pull a little, couldn't get there. Alexi had to dive behind second to get there. And by the time he got up, did not have a play. So an infield hit. Here's Trapp. First pitch, fastball in for a strike. The hits are now even at 4 apiece. Revs offense has been shut down since that initial burst at the beginning of the game. Here's the 0-1, and that's high and tight fastball. Trapped today, a fly out to left, a ground out to first. Atkins, after that play, did a couple squats, frustrated with himself for not going for that ball. Here's a curveball, swing and a miss. And Atkins with one of his best hooks of the day. Trapp was lunging to his front foot trying to reach it. And it plummeted straight down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball at somebody would be outstanding. Get another chance at it as he steps off. He got the ground ball from Rodriguez, but not in the right spot. Now ready again. The 1-2, it is down low. Revs a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Patriots have their first 2 on. And the heart of the order coming up for a 3rd time. Now Mitch ready. The 2-2. Curveball, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. He went back to it. He threw it on strike 2. Made Trapp look bad. Then a fastball that he missed on to mix it up. But it's set up, going back to the hook. And again, Trapp was overmatched. Atkins gets his former teammate. 2nd strikeout of the day for Mitch. And a big first out. Here's Endy Chavez, who's flied to center and flied to right. 1st and 2nd, 1 away. Stretch from Atkins, first pitch. It is in at the knees, outside corner, strike called. It's one person that's got an umbrella up. I keep trying to check to see if there's any sprinkle, but I don't think there is. The pitch, it is up high. Chavez starts the hands but holds back. Mitch has been efficient today. First time he's had multiple runners in an inning. Retired his first 9 today, 14 of his first 15. 1-1, and a fastball strike. Paints the outside corner. He gets ahead of the 13-year big league vet. The pitch, breaking ball in by the back foot. Chavez started to step toward it but held back. Tyler Clark wears that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mitch really using that curveball a lot here in this jam, and he certainly trusts Tyler to block it. The 2-2, swing, and he just got a piece. That looked like a cutter or a slider down and in. Chavez took a quick chop at it, stays alive. Mike Blank led off the inning with a single. Rodriguez then perfectly placed infield to hit. Now ready. Another 2-2. Curveball popped up in the infield. Chavez fires the bat away. Alexi scoots into the grass and squeezes. Makes the one-hand grab. 2 down. It's an infield fly rule anyway. And now Atkins will face the cleanup man, Jace Boyd. 3-0 the lead. And Boyd, who did hit one deep but lined out early in the game, has lined out and grounded out. First pitch, it is across for a strike. Atkins trying to work out. Nothing in 1. Here's the stretch. And he deals, and he paints the outside corner again. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to end the inning with no damage done. Stares into Clark. And he's ready to go. He fires. Breaking ball lined at short, just over the leap of Dent. Base hit left field. That'll break up the shutout. Blank around to score. And it's a 3-1 game. 0-2. Tried to get him on a curveball, but Boyd able to reach it. Lines it over the shortstop, and the Patriots are on the board. Third hit of the inning for them. And Jace Boyd has hit it hard a couple of times today. He was hitting just .204 his first 12 games, but picks up his 5th run batted in with the Patriots. Now the inning continues for Nate Coronado, 1st and 2nd. And a pitch from Atkins, breaking ball, called strike. Not for that well-placed infield hit. Inning would have been over. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. On a fastball away, Coronado reaching and coming up empty. Some EMTs working on someone down in front of us that fell, I believe, down in the walkway. Now Atkins steps off. Now Mitch ready. Here's the 0-2, and it misses outside off the plate. 3-1 the lead for the Revs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The only time he's shown any emotion today is when he pulled back on that grounder up the middle and they ended up not getting the out. But he didn't want to redirect it in the wrong spot. Here's a swing and a high drive, deep left field. Mesa back, it is gone. And the Patriots take the lead 4-3. They have very little power in their lineup, but Nate Coronado has just hit his 4th home run in the last 3 games. Lancaster didn't want him. Traded him to the Can-Am League. The Patriots brought him in a day later. And he's just hit his 8th of the year, 5th with Somerset, 4th here. And overall 4th in 3 games. Here's Ramon Flores, who yanks a sharp ground foul into the Patriots dugout. And that has changed the game instantaneously. A 4-run 6th inning. Here's the 0-1, and a curveball bounce foul again into the Patriots dugout. Somebody grabs it with one hand. Revs have not scored since the 1st inning. And now the Patriots have scored 4 all this inning. Here's a ball down and away. 1-2 on Flores. Coronado, a 2-home run game last night. Pitch, curveball, grounded foul past the first base coach's area.
Fans, get your 50-50 tickets ready. We'll have that winning number in just a moment. Get your 50-50 tickets ready.
He's now homered in 3 of his last 5 at-bats here in this series against the Revs. 3 in 2 games, and again 4 in 3 games overall. The pitch, fastball low, 2-2. Atkins does get hurt by the long ball sometimes, but it's rare that it's a 3-run, it seems. Here's a swing and a drive deep down the line and right, but Flores early. And it sails over the stands. Pretty well fouled. 2-2 it stays. wind and the pitch, and a swing and a fly ball left center shallow. Mesa coming in. He will run it down to end the inning. But the Patriots go in front with their first 4 runs of the day. 3-run homer from Coronado. Atkins was 0-2 with 2 outs on Boyd. He had an RBI single. He was 0-2 on Coronado. He homered. All 4 runs with 2 outs. Now we go to the 7th. Revs now trying to answer back. They trail 4-3.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th, and the Revs for the first time today will be trying to answer back as they trail 4-3. Jared Mitchell will lead things off. Mulligan stays in. First pitch is swung on, launched high in the air, shallow right. Trap coming in, calls off Kelly, who went all the way out from second. And the catch is made by the right fielder, 1 away. Mitch Atkins has been perhaps the best starter in the league the last 2.5 months. He does get hurt by home runs at times. It seems like when it happens, though, it's a pretty good lead for the Revs, and it simply makes the game closer. This was a rare time where it has turned the game. And the Revs now looking to come back. Here's Burgess, who takes a breaking ball strike. Revs have Joe Van Meter up in the bullpen. Burgess, a ground out and a strikeout today. 0-1, and that misses in the dirt. 19 of the last 20 Revs hitters have been set down. On the 1-1 pitch, and that misses high and outside. It was 16 in a row after Mesa's first inning home run until Casillas singled last inning, but 3 more since then have been retired. The 2-1, and a swing and a foul back, out of play. Four runs, 6 hits, no errors for Somerset. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for York. Patriots now have our pal Chase Hutchinson up in the pen. The pitch and a swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone, gets Burgess swinging. And that is out number 2. And Ryan Dent to the plate He's been up twice and has been struck out both times. 4-3 the score. Somerset up in the 7th. First pitch, it's down and away on Dent. Mulligan's second inning of relief. Paraxelis went the first 5. The 1-0, fastball just off the corner away. Game was cruising and in the Revs' favor until one swing. Cruising until one rally. Here's the 2-0, and there's a fastball strike. Patriots probably lead the league in infield hits. There's a seeing eye one of those that helped prolong and set up the inning. And they strike out the second fewest times of any team in the league. The 2-1, swing and a miss on a high fastball. And today, Atkins, the second highest strikeout total in the league. He's only got 2 today and had both Boyd and Coronado 2 strikes, but they stayed alive. There's the 2-2, swinging a high pop foul out of play to the first base side. One guy that is rested in the Patriot bullpen is Ryan Kelly, who did not pitch in last night's game. He's their closer. Hutchinson did work an inning, but they have him up now. 2-2, swinging a bouncing ball to short. Rodriguez comes up, gets a high hop, gloves, and fires to first. And it's a 1-2-3 7th inning for Mulligan. Stretch time here at TD Bank Ballpark. It's now a 4-3 Somerset lead.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchase. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car.
they can also cover your home. AAA home insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA home insurance to AAA auto insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Revs trail 4-3. Joe Van Meter is in the game. Starts Mike Francoso with a fastball strike. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Francoso 1 for 2, an infield hit. The 0-1, and it's a little bit low. And Mitch Atkins today, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. But had a shutout cooking until 2 outs in the 6th inning. Here's the 1-1, and it misses in the dirt. There were runners on. It wasn't like all 4 got on after he had 2 outs, but that's when the damage came. And now it's not Hutchinson who's up, it's Logan Kensing who's throwing in the Patriots bullpen. There's the 2-1, and a fastball in at the knees for a strike. They probably had Hutch up in case Mitchell got on to start the 7th. Burgess was up next, but Mulligan went 1-2-3. Van Meter ready. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a fly ball to shallow left toward the line. Mesa hustles in and over. And Melky runs it down. And the leadoff man retired. Our Jimmy John's delivery of the game back in the 1st inning when Mesa went yard. 2-run shot down the line and left. Jimmy John's now delivers from 3 locations in York, 970 Loucks Road, 2058 South Queen Street, and 150 Memory Lane. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meet. Here is Scott Kelly. He's flied to left and grounded out to third base. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball past him. Patriots will have to get through the heart of the Revs order once more today. There's the 0-1. And a broken bat flare at short. Dent hustles, has to play it on a hop. He bare hands, and the throw just in time. What an outstanding play from Ryan Dent. And Scott Kelly stands there in the face of Joe Cruz to question it for a fleeting moment. But off the bat, looked like Dent might hustle forward and try to get to it on the fly. He had to play it on a hop, as it turned out, on that broken bat bleeder, and he reached to the right and barehanded it cleanly on a bounce and fired to first. Here's Mike Blank. He looks at a fastball. That's in for a strike. Boy, Dent's had a couple of spectacular ones in this series. No surprise. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul tip back to the backstop. Blank 1 for 2, led off the 6th with a single to start the 4-run inning. Wellington Dotel is doing agilities in the Revs bullpen to loosen up. They could use him as a pinch hitter today. Revs down 4-3 in the 7th inning. Van Meter ready. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a high fly in right toward the line. Mitchell hustles over, picks up the pace, but lands foul out of play. He was going hard and then really kicking it up a gear at the end on the approach, but out of play it went. Again, Van Meter ready. The 0-2 again. Fastball low. The Revs in the 8th will have Castillo, Clark, and Harris. Now the 1-2, and that's high and tight. Changeup that rode inside. Van Meter 2-3, 4.28 ERA, 30 outings, 7 starts. And now sets. And the 2-2. Swinging a rip. It is just fair the other way down the first base line. Mitchell has to go into the corner, puts the hands up. It's under their bullpen bench. Blank will stop at second. And it'll be a ground rule double officially. He's got hits in his last 2 at-bats. 1 down the line and left, 1 down the line and right, snapping an 0 for 27. Although, when Friday's game gets completed, he did have a hit in that one as well. Now, including that, he is 3 for 6 in this series. And really, it'll end up being an 0 for 26 that got snapped on Friday night. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, top of the order. He takes a hair low. 2 out double the other way. Rodriguez 2 for 3 today. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball up. He singled to lead off the 4th, but was left on in the 6th, an infield hit. 1-1, and that's a fastball over for a strike. And that was maybe the most frustrating hit last inning for Atkins. Seeing eye up the middle infield hit instead of maybe a double play ball if it was at somebody. The 1-2. And a swing and a foul off the net. And the way Atkins had been going, I mean, just cruising. When he got that ground ball after the leadoff single, you're thinking, all right, here we go, double play. He's about to be through 6, but was into no man's land toward the middle. He got the next 2 hitters, but the damage coming from the middle of their order with 2 outs. Pitch, it's down low, 2-2. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the Revs. Stretch from Van Meter. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Change up, had him fooled badly. And that'll end the inning. Scoreless bottom of the 7th. No runs, 1 hit. 2 out double left on base. We'll go to the 8th. It is Somerset 4, York 3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Presley Ridge believes that strong families are the foundation for strong communities. With compassionate and caring professionals, Presley Ridge offers individual, child, and family therapy in addition to foster care and other in-community services. To learn more about Presley Ridge and their impact on families right here in our community, visit presleyridge.org or call 717-845-6624. That's 717-845-6624.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the eighth, right-hander Logan Kensing is in. It's 4-3 Somerset. Eighth inning is brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. This is a little bit earlier tonight, so you're probably not getting ready for sleep yet. But if you're tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP, Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Exceptional care is just a phone call away. Call 717-316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy at 450 West Market Street in Pelham. And Henry Castillo is the first that Kensing will face, and Tyler Clark, it's not a secret, he is struggling to swing the bat, but he can catch. Wellington Dotel has a bat on deck. Will pinch hit for Clark. Castillo bats from the left. He is 0 for 2 today. First pitch of the inning, it is over for a strike. Kensing a scoreless 7th last night. He walked his first 2 hitters and then retired the next 3. Did not allow the Revs to score. Here's the 0-1, and it misses down and in. Patriots bullpen's been used a lot here lately, averaging over 4 innings a game in the last 7, but during that stretch, a 1.57 ERA. Mulligan 2 scoreless today. They have retired 21 of the last 22 York hitters. Here's a swing and a miss. And it is a ball and 2 strikes. Since York jumped to the 3-0 lead, 3 batters in, they've been almost perfected. And Atkins was matching zeros until the 1 rally, the pitch. It misses high, 2-2. Overall, Kensing for the year, 2-3, 3.09 ERA. Pitch, swing and a miss. Slider down and in, gets Castillo. 1 down in the 8th. And that's the 11th strikeout for Patriot pitchers today. That's the first time that the Revs have been struck out double-digit times since August 1st at Sugarland. They go on 15 games in a row without being struck out double-digit times. Here's Dotel pinch hitting. First pitch from Kensing is inside for ball 1. Dotel was hit in the elbow with a pitch last night, but he is fine to play today. They wanted to give him a day anyway. He's been playing every day. Now the wind, the 1-0. And a swing and a tapper along the line at third. Charging Coronado, gloves it fair, and the throw to first, not in time. Infield hit. Had he let it go, there's a chance it would have gone foul. He had to make the split decision. With Dotel's speed, you might have said, well, we're not going to get him, and let it roll and hope it goes foul, but he tried to make the play. And on the run, he fired. He bounced it, and it was close, but Dotel's cleats hit first. So the tying run is on a pinch single. And here's Alonzo Harris. Top of the order, 1 for 3 with a double and a run. Revs with their 5th hit. And Kensing comes home. Dotel fakes going. Pitch misses low. Mike Blank behind their plate. Let's see if Dotel tries to run on him. Harris 1 for 3. Double and a run scored back in the first, leading off the game. Here's the 1-0 fastball. That's down low. And he'll have a hitter's count to sit on. By the way, the 15 straight games without double-digit Ks, by far the Revs' best streak of the year. Here's the stretch. The 2-0, and it's down and away. Kensing is in on back-to-back days here. Harris looking down at Polo, trying to discern whether he's got the green light here. 3-0. He is the go-ahead run at the plate. And the pitch, it's down low. Walks him on 4. Kensing, who walked 2 last night, has allowed an infield hit and now a walk tonight. And it's first and second for Alexi Casilla. Who today is 2 for 3. RBI back in the first, runs scored in the first. And since then, he had the only other hit until Dotel's pinch hit infield single here in the 8th. Kensing holds, glances back, delivers, and it cuts inside. Ball 1. Nobody up in their pen. This is Kensing's inning. There is not a lefty for a couple of more hitters when Mitchell's spot comes up. Hutchinson was up last inning, but they went for Kensing instead. Now the stretch. Revs down a run. Here's the 1-0, and it's over for a strike, taking all the way after Kensing had thrown 5 straight balls. 43 2/3 innings this year coming in. He had only walked 12, about a strikeout per inning. Only 33 hits, opponents 213. Revs down 4-3. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball at first base, and Boyd's got it. He'll take the out at first. Doesn't even look anywhere else. So both runners move up, second and third with 2 away, and a base hit could not only tie it, but give York the lead. Boyd didn't even think about a throw to second. Just went to first base on it. And Melky Mesa will be the hitter. Tying run is Dotel at third. And Alonzo Harris, with his speed, is the go-ahead run at second base. Mesa today 1 for 3, 2-run homer in the first. And Kensing will step off. Mesa faced him last night and walked. One of the hottest hitters in the league right now, and one of the best hitters in the league all season. He awaits. Here's the stretch. First pitch. It's down low. Mesa trying to get the lead back for the Revs, or at least draw it even somehow, or prolong the inning for Nash, who's on deck. Kensing set. And the 1-0. It's in the dirt. Blank has to slide over to his right to get on top. And Mesa with a hitter's count, and that should give you an idea of what they think of Mesa. They have first base open, and the first two pitches were off speed, and that one nowhere close. But if they don't deal with him, they have to deal with Talvin. Here's the 2-0. It's a slider low. He hasn't seen one straight yet. 3-0 the count. And now they'll put him on. Robert Carson coaching at first. Looked like he was signaling to Mesa, make it be in a tiny spot for you. Maybe he would have had a 3-0 green light, but we'll never know. It'll be Talvin Nash with the bases loaded. And 2 outs here in the 8th inning, down 4-3. Nash 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out today. And first pitch, slider, it is just off the plate outside. Nash grounded out to second off Kensing last night. He is 0 for 6 in the series, but did have a sac fly last night. 1-0 the count, and Kensing will have to throw a strike to him at some point as he steps off the rubber. It was a Dotel infield hit, then a walk to Harris, and then with 2 outs, the intentional pass to Mesa. Kensing ready, the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Kept it down, and that was a great spot for him. As Mike Blank, his catcher, pointed back to him to salute him for executing that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now straightens up into his set position. The 1-1 and a foul tip. Back to the backstop. Going at him with a fastball there, but again located very well for the pitcher, down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run 90 feet away. Bags are packed with Revs. Kensing missed on ball 1. Now he's jumped ahead of Nash. He stares in. And now steps off. Trying to get this one back for Atkins today and get a comeback win to head home with. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2. Down low. Staying down and away from Talvin, but missing this time. Two the count. Bases jam-packed. Here's the stretch. And Kensing the pitch. It is swung on and missed. On a fastball down and away as Nash spikes his bat down to the ground. No runs, 1 hit, and the Revs leave the bases loaded as Logan Kensing wiggles his way out of it. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th tonight here at Somerset. Patriots 4, Revs 3.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom of the 8th, 4-3, Somerset on top. Right-hander Starlin Arias is the new pitcher for the Revs. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
Leading off the ninth inning for the Patriots, right fielder Justin Trapp.
Justin Trapp will lead it off. 2-3-4 due up. Roger Diaz comes in behind the plate. He is the new pitcher, or the new catcher, replacing Clark. And it looks like Dotel is not in the outfield, so a straight switch. First pitch to Trapp is over for a strike. He is 0 for 3 tonight. 2-3-4 in the order. The 0-1, and it's up high as Trapp starts and stops. Ryan Kelly getting ready for the 9th. Michael Burgess had a big moment against him back on June 29th. Walk-off homer in York. It'll be Mitchell, Burgess, and Dent in the 9th for York. Pitch, swing and a miss. As Trapp hacks at one up. We will next see these guys here September 7th through the 9th. And then to end the regular season the following weekend in York. Arias ready. The 1-2. And a swing and a foul straight back. Starlin came off a tough one at Long Island a week ago by handling a scoreless inning Wednesday night at home. This is only outing of the past week. Overall, this is his 6th appearance with York. 6 2/3, 8 runs, but they've come in bunches, and the rest of the time he's been really good. Here's a swing and a ground ball, hit softly to short. Dent to his left, unloads to first in time. Dent moving to get in front of it, and it looked like he realized that it was hit a little softer than he thought, and then he started to come up on his last step and a half. But he's so good with the footwork, so good with the reads. And, of course, the hands and the whole package. Here's Endy Chavez, who's 0 for 3. Fly to center, fly to right, pop to second. First pitch is off the corner away, ball 1. Arias, he's got the sports specs on, the 1-0, and a grounder off of Arias, and Casilla trying to charge and bare hand can't grab it. Going up the middle, it's an infield hit for Endy Chavez. I think that glanced off Starlin's glove on a comebacker, glancing shot. And Alexi going up the middle, tried to barehand it near second, but couldn't get a handle on it. So 1 out base runner. And here is Jace Boyd, who's 1 for 3, had what proved to be a very key RBI single in the 6th. Made it 3-1, but also kept the inning alive. First pitch here is a breaking ball outside. And Coronado was next. He hit the 3-run homer, and that's what put Somerset ahead 4-3. That's our score here in the bottom of the 8th. Arias comes set, and he'll fire over to first. Chavez back standing. Burgess, the DH today, due up second in the 9th, so he already has a bat, taking some practice steps and light swings at the far end of the Revs dugout. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a high fly, right center field. Mitchell coming over from right. He's the one there. Makes the grab as Alonzo Harris pretends to make the grab about 40 feet away from him. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And Nate Coronado, who's been a real pain in this series, is coming up. 2 solo homers last night, 3-run homer that gave him the lead today. 1 for 3 in today's game. And Arias ready to face him. First pitch, it's in the dirt. Diaz down on top of it. Diaz went from being a guy that the Revs needed just in case to doing all of the catching duty this past week after Cruz went down. Pitch is down and away, slider. Diaz handles another one, it's 2-0. He went from giving them depth and playing maybe once a week to playing every day. One catcher after another has gone down. Here's the 2-0, and a fastball just missed, a little low. And Clark had been out, came back into the lineup today for the first time in about a month. Cruz went down for the year last week. Tejeda had the visa issue. They're still trying to get him back. Here's the 3-0, and that's over for a strike. I think Coronado thought he was about to walk to first, but such is not the case. Tejeda's been inactive with that visa issue that he's still trying to work through. Arias the stretch. 3-1, and a rip toward the middle, past Alexi laying out. Base hit center field. Chavez stops at second. All of a sudden, Nate Coronado, a Barnstormers cast-off, is Somerset's hottest hitter as he smacks a single up the middle. Alexi was trying to judge how far to dive, and as he laid out, it zipped on past him. Looked like kind of under his glove as he tried to get stretched out against the dirt. So first and second for Ramon Flores. Diaz will head out for a visit. Castillo comes over from third to join. (4-3) the score. Somerset leading in the 8th. All 4 for the Patriots came in the 6th. All 3 for the Revs came in the 1st. First 3 batters of the game, and they have not scored since. Now Arias ready after the visit. First pitch to Flores. It's over for a strike. Off speed to start him off. Arias had been in the Cardinals system his entire previous career. He's been as high as Double-A Springfield with the Cardinals. Now the 0-1, fastball low. Nightfall approaching here in Jersey. Long look back, the 1-1, and it's just off the corner away. A gray day, a gray evening as dusk gets a little bit deeper here. The weather in the next couple of days, at least, at home should be awesome. 70s tomorrow, I believe I saw. Arias ready. Here's the 2-1 and a foul back against the netting. Trying to keep this a one-run game going to the 9th. Tomorrow, high of 80 and sunny. Here's the stretch. And now the 2-2. Swinging a rip, and it's a base hit into right center field. Chavez around third. He'll score an insurance run. Zoe's throw to third skids low past Castillo against the Revs dugout, and Coronado comes home and slides across the plate. Ramon Flores ends up all the way at third after a single. And it's now a 6-3 Somerset lead. 2 insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They had the lefty play to pull. He hit it more toward the middle, slapping an RBI single into right center. And Zoe gunned it to third, but it skidded, and Castillo wasn't able to corral it as it stayed low to the dirt. Went off the front of the York dugout, and everybody running all over the place. Here's Mike Francoso, who takes outside. And Zoe will be charged with a throwing error, the first error of the game on either team. The 1-0 and a line drive right field. That's in for a base hit. Mitchell gloves it on a hop. Flores comes in and touches home, and it's 7-3. And it's no longer a save situation for Kelly, as the Patriots have scored 3 times here in the 8th. And all 7 of their runs today have been scored with 2 outs in an inning. 4 in the 6th, 3 here in the 8th. Here's Scott Kelly, who's 0 for 3. And Arias with the pitch. It's down and away. The Revs now in need of a big inning. The 1-0. That misses upstairs. They have not been able to put together long winning streaks. They entered tonight trying to make it 3 in a row. They will now need at least 4 in the 9th inning, as they've hovered right around 500 all year. Here's a slider, bends just off the corner away, and it is 3-0. I know it frustrates the coaching staff. They feel like the team's got more potential than the record shows. There's the 3-0 and a fastball over for a strike. But today they have not scored since the first 3 batters of the game. Patriots with 7 unanswered. Now the 3-1, and a swing and a pop-up foul over the first base dugout and out of play. And Francoso will have the head start from first with a full count and 2 outs. base has his sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Castillo's got it. Looked at second. Nobody there. He'll fire across to first to end the inning. Castillo was off the bag defensively over at second, and Castillo's play on that was to first. That'll end the inning, but 3 runs across on 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left. We'll go to the 9th. It is 7-3 Somerset.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Saturday, August 25th, it's Revs time at Peoples Bank Park. Meet American Ninja Warrior contestant Chad Riddle and try out his Ninja Warrior course. And it's Bike Night, presented by First Capital Harley-Davidson and Stanball Law, with a parade of chrome and a chance to win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Plus, Inside the Park fireworks presented by the auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal. That's Saturday, August 25th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Local sports on WOIK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOIK, first in York, first in sports.
Head of the 9th, a 7-3 Patriots lead. Ryan Kelly on to close it out. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. No longer a save situation for him. Revs fans, do you miss reading about the game in the paper the next morning? We'll sign up for the Revs post-game email recap list. Go to YorkRevolution.com or WOYK1350.com. Have all the latest details, news and notes, facts from the game the night before, audio highlights, and the YouTube game broadcasts right in your inbox the next morning at YorkRevolution.com and WOYK1350.com. And also be sure to download the new WOYK app. That's what it's called. As we've got more archives on the app than ever before, with audio interviews from the season, highlights, links to the YouTube broadcast, and more. Here's Jared Mitchell leading off the 9th. Kelly's first pitch is over for a strike. Well, at least we'll have a couple of weeks without having to hear that. Mitchell is 0 for 3 tonight. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball from Kelly. He is 2-2, 3.24 ERA, 36 outings. He's got 17 saves. A big blown one in York, June 29th, when Burgess, down 1, hit a 2-run walk-off home run. 0-2, breaking ball. Mitchell tried to check, appeal to third. He held. Tag was applied just in case, but Mitchell's at bat continues. And the Boo Birds letting Nate Caldwell have it down there at third base after that call. Kelly cutter, curveball, And a regular fastball. 30-year-old righty. Former Atlanta Braves reliever. And he stares in. And dips into his set position, ready to go. The 1-2. It is a little bit high. Made his major league debut with the Braves in 2015, 17 outings. He struggled, but that's 17 more than most people get. He had been dominating at AAA when he was called up, an ERA under 1 at AAA. The pitch, swinging a line drive, but foul down the line and right. Mitchell early on it. Hit hard. And when Kelly got called up in 2015, he had been at AA Mississippi, 17 2/3 innings there with an ERA of 0. Then at AAA, it was 0.95 in 24 outings. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone, gets Mitchell swinging. And a strikeout to begin the 9th. A good battle from Mitchell, but goes down swinging. That is the 13th strikeout by Somerset pitching today. Here's Michael Burgess, who's 0 for 3 with 2 of those strikeouts. Kelly with the pitch. It is over for a strike. As the most times the Revs have been struck out in a game since July 19th. A game in Lancaster. And 15 that day. Here's the 0-1. Curveball tumbles in for a called strike 2. Seven to 3 Somerset here in the 9th. Kelly set with it. 2-strike pitch and a swing and a miss. He went down low out of the zone. And Burgess went after it. That is the 14th strikeout for Patriot pitchers today. 2 down in the 9th inning. Revs down to their final out. Ryan Dent, the hitter. Dent 0 for 3. And he has been struck out twice. The 15 strikeouts about a month ago in Lancaster is the most this season, as Dent fouls the first one back. In fact, it was a month ago today. A month from today is when playoff series would open around the league. Although I'm not sure. I think Sugar Land does start on the road, so I wonder if they would move it up to a Tuesday to build in a travel day. The pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. And the Revs down to their final strike. Kelly's going to try to strike out the side. Nothing in 2 with 2 outs in the 9th. The stretch from the Patriots closer. Pitch and a swing and a rip, base hit left center. Dent keeps it alive on an 0-2 pitch and rips a hard base hit. The Revs with their 6th hit of the day.
Number 6, Henry Castillo.
That'll bring Henry Castillo to the plate. Still going to need a couple of more base runners to have a shot. Castillo 0 for 3. Revs trail at 7-3 here in the 9th inning. Kelly the stretch, and the first pitch to Castillo. A swing at a high fly ball, hit deep. Right center field, back toward the wall, and a sliding play made by Mike Francoso. He crashes into the wall to end the game. Sliding on the warning track, and he makes the grab as he slides right into the base of the wall in right center field. He's up to his feet, running in. And the game ends on an incredible grab in front of the fence in deep right center, as Henry Castillo gave it a ride to the fence, came up just short of his first Revs home run. It was well struck, but an even better play to end it. Francoso with the defensive play of the weekend for the Patriots. And the Revs settle for a 2-game split, with the third game in this series, well, the first one being completed when we come back here on September 7th. 7-3 is the final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
If you've been looking for the best of both worlds in your next vehicle purchase, your search ends at York Mitsubishi. I'm Sales Manager Doug Sprankle. Let me introduce you to the all-new Eclipse Cross, combining all-wheel drive with terrific fuel economy and sports car handling, all for as low as $22,400. We've got the family-friendly 7-passenger Outlander starting at $21,200 and the always popular Outlander Sport as low as $18,990. We'll make it even easier to buy with 0% financing for 72 months and no payments for 90 days. But if it's just inexpensive transportation you want, you have to drive the go-kart on steroids at 40 mile per gallon plus Mitsubishi Mirage with automatic transmission and more for just $13,500. York Mitsubishi is still giving out top dollar for all trade-ins, giving you more stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Check us out at yorkmitsubishi.com.
Prices include all rebates, 0% in lieu of some rebates. See dealer for details.
This is Dan Connolly of the Athletic Baltimore. Join me all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. I've got you covered every week with the latest news and insights on all things Orioles and all things MLB. Plus exclusive interviews straight from the Orioles clubhouse and from my colleagues around the league. The Baltimore Baseball Show, Mondays at 6, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Steve Navaroli. Join me Saturday mornings at 9 for Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Tune in each week as we break down the latest in high school sports, including Friday night's big games, the week's top performers, and the rest of the sports scene, both locally and nationally. Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Saturdays at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Feelings of stress, sadness, or anxiousness can be signs of depression or other mental health issues that should be addressed. If life seems too difficult to manage, Presley Ridge can help. Call Presley Ridge today, and our team of compassionate mental health professionals will help you enjoy your life again. Presley Ridge offers mental health services for all ages in York and Harrisburg. Make an appointment today. Call 717-845-6624 or visit presleyridge.org/outpatient.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League. Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football previews. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Only here on Sports Radio 1350. This hour on WOIK is brought to you by Maple Donuts. Quality you can see.
Tough one for the Revs tonight. Final score 7-3. Patriots win it. Daryl Henry back with you as we welcome you to the postgame show. And recapping things tonight, we'll start in the top of the first inning as Alonzo Harris led off the game with a double off the wall in left center. Alexi Casilla promptly delivered him home on an RBI single to right center. And Melky Mesa very quickly made it 3-0 on a 2-run homer down the line and left, his 15th of the year, but really his 16th. And that had a 3-0 lead for the Revs. Melky, your Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game today, as he hits yet another one for the Revs. But Somerset starter Steve Paraxlis, who they didn't know what they would get out of him due to a blister issue after the home run, retired his final 15 face, going 5 innings, more than they expected. And he struck out 8 of those 15. Meanwhile, Mitch Atkins was dealing for the Revs, picking up where he's left off in so many recent starts. Retired his first 9, 15 of his first 16, and took that 3-0 lead very neatly on the score sheet into the bottom of the 6th. But while the Revs were not able to get anything going offensively the rest of the day, Somerset, for the first time, rallied in the 6th, and they did take advantage of said rally. It was a leadoff single from Mike Blank, and then Alfredo Rodriguez, an infield base hit on a play that Atkins thought about leaping for, thought better of it, but after letting it go, Alexi could only dive to get to it up the middle, could not actually make a play on it. So they had first and second with no outs. He struck out Trapp for the first out, retired Chavez on a pop-up, but after getting ahead of Jace Boyd 0-2, it was a curveball away that I'm sure they wanted off the plate. Boyd was able to get to it and line an RBI single to left center, which got Somerset on the board and made it 3-1. And then got ahead of Nate Coronado 0-2, but Coronado would connect on a 3-run homer to left field, suddenly putting Somerset in front on his 3rd in the 2 games played in this series and his 4th in his last 3 games overall. That made it 4-3. Revs had a chance in the top of the 8th inning, threatening, as Wellington Dotel with 1 out reached on an infield hit. Then Alonzo Harris walked against setup man Logan Kensing. Alexi grounded out, moving both runners ahead. So down 1, it was 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs in the inning. They fell behind the guy that you want up there right now, Melky Mesa, 3-0, so they decided to put him on intentionally. And that set up a battle between Kensing and Talbot Nash, but Kensing would win it, getting a strikeout swinging to leave him loaded, and in the bottom of the 8th, Somerset putting the game away, scoring 3 more runs of insurance, and all 7 came with 2 outs here today, as all 3 in the 8th came with 2 outs. It was a single from Ramon Flores that drove in 1, a throwing error on Alonzo Harris trying to nailed Nate Coronado at 3rd. That allowed Coronado to score, and then Mike Francoso, an RBI single, to provide the final tally. So with the loss, Revs fall to 18-19 in the second half, 50-50 overall through 101 games. That's right, there's also that one from Friday that we don't have a final on yet. But 50-50 overall, Somerset improves to 22-17 in the second half. Overall, 57-45. We take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Earlier today, Southern Maryland beat the Road Warriors 5-3. Darrell Thompson got the win in that one, returning to the mound this season after getting hit with a line drive in the face in a game, I believe, at New Britain, back around the midway point of the year. New Britain, speaking of the Bees, they beat Long Island 10-2. And it looks like Sugarland and Lancaster are getting ready to start soon in Lancaster after a long rain delay. And it appears they have not yet begun, but are planning on doing so, looking at the scoreboard. So the standings now, Freedom Division second half, Sugarland up 5 on Lancaster, and now 7.5 on York. Liberty Division, Long Island lost, so Somerset with the win back within a game and a half. New Britain is within 4.5, sitting in third. And in the overall standings, that Long Island loss, a good thing for the Revs because Somerset is a game closer to making a second wild card spot a possibility again. And in those wild card standings, Lancaster leads Long Island by 5.5 for the first opening if there is one. But if there is 2, Long Island only leads York by 2.5 and New Britain by 1.5 in that 3-team race for a potential second wild card spot if there ends up being one. Major League scores. Phillies trail the Mets 4-0 in the third in the Little League Classic in Williamsport. The Rays, a 2-0 win earlier at Fenway. They beat the Red Sox. Yankees got a Greg Bird first-inning grand slam and beat the Blue Jays 10-2 at Yankee Stadium. Jay Happ beat his former team today. Indians, an 8-0 shutout win over the Orioles, as Melky Cabrera hit a grand slam for Cleveland in that one. The Reds, an 11-4 win over the Giants earlier today. The Rockies won 4-2 in Atlanta. Trevor Story hit a home run for Colorado in that win. Marlins all over the Nationals, 12-1 in D.C., and the Nats are now a game under 500. Gio Gonzalez took the loss in that one. The Pirates scored in the bottom of the 11th to beat the Cubs 2-1. The White Sox 7-6 winners over the Royals. Twins edged the Tigers 5-4 on a tie-breaking home run in the 8th. Brewers a 2-1 win in St. Louis. Mike Moustakas, who was a deadline acquisition of Milwaukee, drove in both runs on a double. The Rangers beat the Angels 4-2. Rougned Odor hit a home run for Texas in that one. Astros hit 5 home runs in a place that's tough to hit them, Oakland, and they won 9-4 over the A's. Justin Verlander got the win, now 12-8. Dodgers, a 12-1 win in Seattle. Clayton Kershaw, recently returning from the DL, got the victory, striking out 7. Diamondbacks, a 4-3 win against the Padres in San Diego on an A.J. Pollock home run in the 9th inning. By the way, in that Dodgers win, Manny Machado got hit with a pitch in the 9th inning and was getting x-rays outside of their clubhouse, but he has been quoted as saying that he feels fine. But that is certainly something to keep an eye on, and that is your York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Final in our game, the Revs fall here at Somerset 7-3. The totals in this one for Somerset, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 4 men left. For the Revs, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They stranded 5. The win goes to Dustin Mullican. He's 3-2 coming out of their bullpen. Mitch Atkins, the loss, now 10-5. Time of the game, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Played in front of 5,565 here at TD Bank Ballpark tonight. Now the Revs will head home, open up a 7-game homestand that we've certainly been looking forward to. Tomorrow, the first of 4 with Lancaster coming in. And it's a hunger-free Monday presented by United Fiber and Data to benefit the York County Food Bank. Also a trivia night hosted by Showtime Trivia. Robert Carson against Nate Reed, the matchup on the mound. Tickets available at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. And we'll be on at 6:30 tomorrow following a new edition of the Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly from the Athletic Baltimore. Hope you can join us then. Until then, Darrell Henry saying so long from TD Bank Ballpark. Again, the final tonight, it's the Patriots 7 and the Revs 3. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:30 back home in York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to the Atlantic League champion York Revolution on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager Mark Mason every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out WOYK1350.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. The Atlantic League champion York Revolution, all season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.